Hello YouTube, Foster Daddy here, and it is with a heavy heart and a lot of sadness that I share this with you. I'm guessing if you already saw my thumbnail or description for this video, you know what's coming. And that is one of my recent fosters, my sweet, gorgeous boy, Okoye, has lost his fight with Panleukopenia. He crossed over the Rainbow Bridge on December 22nd. After fighting for almost 2 weeks and continuing to suffer, he was humanely euthanized. You may have seen the video I posted last Wednesday, which would have been the day before December 21st, asking for prayers and thoughts for he and his brother, T'challa. And if you did reach out to your own higher power, I greatly appreciate it. And even though I'm absolutely gutted about Okoye, I am very happy that the shelter told me that T'challa is doing well. I'm very happy to say that he is in the care of another foster, and this foster is seriously considering adopting him and giving him a forever home. So I definitely told the shelter to give this person my name and number and have them call me, and I will tell them everything they need to know about that little pretty black boy. And also that T'challa did not test positive for Panleuk, so they have him listed as Panleuk exposed. So I'm hoping that maybe he just dodged a bullet. But unfortunately, I can't say the same for his sweet little brother. So for this quick little clip, which serves as a eulogy, I suppose, I'm just going to keep a picture or two of Okoye up as I talk a little bit. And even though it will be very hard to do, I will definitely continue working up the content I have for these two little boys and posting their story in honor and memory of Okoye. And in some ways, it might even serve to be helpful to someone who may be considering fostering and understand it's not all fun and games. It can be very painful at times. And it's crazy ironic because just last night I started editing the first video for these two and have pretty much the first video almost completely done. But in light of this new information today, I'll probably go back through and look at it in a different light, maybe make some changes. I don't know. I may just leave it exactly the same. But either way, even though it's only been a couple of weeks, it was really great to go back and relive the first days that I had with these two boys. That first night was before either one of them really got real sick. Okoye had started sneezing, but he was still well enough to still want attention. And much of my time with them, they just were not at their best. But that first night, little Okoye was just precious. He was purring like crazy, making biscuits with those big old polydactyl feet of his. He climbed up on me to snuggle and just laid right there on my shoulder and snuggled with me and made biscuits with those with those big old paws on my shoulder. It was pretty awesome. And I will definitely be including some of that coverage in the videos with he and his brother. And even though most of the time I had with him, he was just horribly sick. And you'll see that in some of the videos. I'm not going to hold anything back. I'm going to tell their story just like it happened. But this particular night, he was just so sweet and so loving. And I feel so honored to have been able to experience just a tiny bit, just for a small moment in time with him, with who he really was, the kind of kitten and cat that he would have grown into, I'm sure. And I don't understand it. There are just some animals that, for some reason, I just connect with on a different level than I do with others. And he was definitely one of them. Like I say, I can't explain it. I don't know why it happens, but I do have no doubt that if I didn't already have two resident cats, that he would most definitely have been a foster fail. I really felt the same connection with his little brother T'challa as well, and I was really kind of sad that I wasn't able to get him back. But I understand that if there's a foster out there that is interested in adopting him and they want to do a test drive, then by all means, and he's healthy, then by all means, I'm all for it. Because the goal, in the end, for any of us that foster is that the animals we take care of end up in loving and safe and wonderful forever homes for the rest of their life. So while I'm a little sad that I won't be getting him back, I am happy that he's in a place where he's probably, hopefully, going to stay. So just to wrap up, if there is any one thing that I could say to this little boy, one is that I miss him already. And I really, really wish that I had have gotten more good quality time with him. But if there is one thing that I could tell that little baby, is that he was loved.